Hello students, today we are going to start new chapter from biology part, that is reaching the age of adolescence. Reaching the age of adolescence. So in the last class, in the last chapter we had studied about the reproduction in animals. That is, we came to know about the process how we human beings and animals reproduce. We also came to know that we human beings and animals will be able to reproduce only after reaching certain age, isn't it? So we came to know that the small children, they will not be able to reproduce. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study why they are not able to reproduce and why only we human beings after reaching certain age will be able to reproduce. So, what makes our body to reproduce our young ones? Why only after certain age, and what is that age that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So, the first topic will be adolescence and puberty. Here in brief, if you want to say adolescence, adolescence means it is an age in which the living organism or the human being will be able to reproduce. Okay, ऐसी एज जिसमें इंसान खुद अपनी औलाद को जन्म देने के काबिल होता है, that age it will be called as adolescent age. Okay, before that we will call it as childhood. Okay, after getting mature, when an individual gains maturity, then that age is called as adolescence. And usually this adolescence and puberty, so it will start from the age of 10 years to 14 years in girls. So the changes of the becoming adult. So a girl will become adult after between the age 10 to 14, and whereas in boys from 12 to 16. But the age may differ from one person to other person. So that we are going to discuss here. So adolescence and puberty, we will discuss in detail now. After that we will see the changes of puberty. First we will come to know about what is meant by adolescence and at what age we will call it as adulthood and puberty. So we will later on we will see the changes after reaching the puberty. In that we will discuss about the changes, especially increase in height, how our height increases after the puberty, and changes in the body shapes. Next, voice change, and increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Sweat glands and sebaceous glands. You might have seen small children, they will sweat less when compared to we elders, isn't it? So why is this? So when we were small kids, we were sweating very less, but after we reach the age of adolescence, then we start more sweating and the sebaceous glands. Now sebaceous glands, they are commonly called as oil producing glands. Okay, so you have observed that after getting mature, our skin will develop pimples, right? So that pimples, it is because of the increase in the oil quantity in our body, and that oil quantity will increase because of the sebaceous glands. In detail we will discuss this one also. After that we will see development of sex organs. So we will discuss how the changes in the sex organs will happen. Next, reaching the mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. So we will see the difference between the mental age. So as soon as the person reaches to the adulthood, his mental he will have mental changes, intellectual changes, emotional changes. Next, after discussing this basic changes of the adolescence, then we will go for the secondary sexual characters. So these are the first primary sexual characters. After that we will discuss about the secondary sexual characters. So now you have to observe it very carefully, and you have to listen it carefully, and you have to note down it point wise, one by one. So don't skip anything, point it each and every point.
With chapter 10 of class 8 science, reaching the age of adolescence. In the previous chapter, that is in chapter 9, we studied about the reproduction in animals. But animals as well as human beings, they can only reproduce after growing up to a certain age. So that period of life is termed as adolescence. So in this chapter, we learn more about adolescence, what is puberty, and the changes that takes place inside the human body after which a person becomes capable of reproduction. The topics that we are going to cover in this chapter are what is adolescence and puberty, then what all changes can be observed at puberty, then about the secondary sexual characteristics, then we'll also study about the hormones that initiate the reproductive function, then we'll see the reproductive phase of life in humans, and how can we determine the sex of the baby, then hormones other than the sex hormones, and also how the hormones play a role in the life of insects as well as frogs, and finally we'll study about the reproductive health or about an individual's health. Now the first topic of this chapter is adolescence and puberty. Now the growth begins from the day a baby is born. But upon crossing the age of 10 or 11, there is a sudden spurt in growth which becomes noticeable. That is, we can observe changes taking place inside the body. This period of life, when a body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity, is called as adolescence. Adolescence begins around the age of 11 to 18 or 19 years of age. That is, it is a period between childhood to adulthood. Since this period covers the teens, that is in 13 to 19 years of age, adolescents are also called as teenagers. And the period of adolescence, it varies from a person to person. In girls, the adolescence begins a year or two earlier than that of boys, that is around the age of 10 to 12 years, whereas a boy, they begin the adolescence from the age of 12 to 13. Now let's see what is puberty. So the human beings, they undergo several changes during adolescence, and these changes marks the beginning of puberty. So puberty is a time in life when a boy or a girl becomes sexually mature. What do you mean by sexual maturity? It means the sex organs, that is the testes in males and the ovaries in females, they develop and they start producing sperms in boys and eggs in girls. It is a process that usually happens between the ages of 10 and 14 for girls and the ages 12 to 16 for boys. And the most important change which marks puberty is that the boys and the girls, they become capable of reproduction. And the puberty, it ends when an adolescent reaches the reproductive maturity. Now let's see what all changes can be observed in puberty. So the changes that can be observed in puberty are an increase in height, change in body shape, voice change, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands, development of sex organs, and reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. Now let's see these changes briefly. So the first one is increase in height. The most visible change during puberty is the sudden increase in height. Initially, the girls grow faster than boys, but by around the age of 18, both reach their maximum height. There is a rate of growth in height, it varies in different individuals. Some may grow suddenly at puberty and then slow down, while others may grow gradually. All parts of the body, they do not grow at the same rate. That is, during the process of puberty, sometimes the arms and legs or the hands, they look oversized or out of proportion with respect to the whole body. But soon the other parts, they catch up and result in a proportionate body. And we may also notice that the height of an individual is more or less similar to that of some family member. Do you know why? It is because the height depends on the genes which are inherited from the parents. It is, however, very important to eat the right kind of food during these growing years, as it helps the bones and muscles and other parts of the body to get adequate nourishment for growth. Now let's see the changes in body shape at puberty. When boys enter the age of puberty, the muscles of the body grow and the shoulders generally broaden as a result of growth. That is, there is an increase in muscle tissue at the time of puberty, and we can observe that the boys, they develop broad shoulders and muscles. In girls, The region below the waist becomes wider because of the faster increase of fat tissue. That is, in the case of girls, the fat tissue increases and the fat it moves from the middle to the upper and lower part of the body, giving it a curvy-like appearance. Thus, the changes occurring in adolescence for both boys and girls are different. Now let's see the next change of puberty, which is a voice change. At puberty, the voice box or the larynx begins to grow. Boys develop larger voice boxes, hence the boys have a deep voice. And this growing voice box in boys can be seen as a protruding part of the throat called as Adam's apple. You might have noticed in certain adolescents as well as adults, we can find Adam's apple. Sometimes the muscle of the growing voice box, they go out of control and the voice becomes deep or else as hoarse voice. In the case of girls, the larynx or the voice box is hardly visible from the outside, and because of its small size, the girls usually have a high pitched voice. Now let's see the next change of puberty, which is the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. During puberty, the secretion of sweat glands and sebaceous glands, which are also called as oil glands, increases. And many young people, they get acne and pimples on their face at this time because of these glands in the skin. And the sweat glands, they releases a lot of sweat as well. These glands, such as sweat glands, oil glands, and salivary glands, they release the secretions through duct, and they are called as exocrine glands. So the exocrine glands, they secrete through ducts, and they produces enzymes. Now let's see the next change of puberty, which is the development of sex organs. In chapter 9 or the previous chapter, we already studied about the reproductive organs in humans. That is, in males, the sex organ or the reproductive organ is the testis, and in females, it is the ovaries. At puberty, the male sex organs like the testis and penis, they develop completely, and the testis, they also begin to produce sperms. And in girls, the ovaries, they enlarge and the eggs begin to mature. Also, the ovaries, they start releasing mature egg. And these characteristics are called as primary sexual characters. That is, these are the characteristics which are already present inside the body. Hence, they are called as primary sexual characters. Now, we'll study more about secondary sexual characters in the following slides. So, the last change that can be observed at puberty is reaching a mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. Adolescence is also a period of change in a person's way of thinking. That is, adolescents, they become more independent than before and become self-conscious as well. And intellectual development, it takes place and they tend to spend considerable time thinking. That is, it is a time in one's life when a brain has the greatest capacity for learning. And sometimes, however, an adolescent may feel insecure due to the changes of body and mind, but there is no reason to feel insecure as these changes are a natural part of growing up. So that's all for the changes that can be observed at puberty. So we saw what is adolescence, puberty, and what all changes can be observed at puberty. Now we'll see the secondary sexual characters that can be observed during puberty. We already studied the primary sexual characters, which are testes and ovaries inside the human body. They're called as primary sexual characters because they're already present inside the body. Whereas the secondary sexual characters, they develop at the time of puberty. That is, the secondary sexual characters are the features which help us to distinguish the male from the female. In girls, the breast begin to develop at puberty. In boys, they begin to grow facial hair, mustache and beard, and they also develop hair on the chest. In both boys and girls, the hair grows under the arms and in the region above the thighs or the pubic regions. So all these changes can be observed during puberty, and these changes, they occur due to hormones.
Okay student, that was about today's class, and the further content that is about hormones that we shall discuss in the next class. Thank you.